please go to the bottom just for a sec? Hello there. Why, hello there. Bit of a Star Wars meme. Very, very topical right now. Can you guys hear me okay? Should I switch the music down a little bit? I forget that I always have it on loud. I was kind of vibing to this music. Just like, let's talk about Star Wars Sims 4 announcement. Look at that. So professional. So professional. Let's talk about the Star Wars pack. One thing I'm going to do while we're chatting about this pack is get you guys a poll up at the side. Star Wars in Sims 4. Hyped or not hyped? Let's see. I'm going to put this on like a 10-minute because I want to see what you guys think. So let's pop that little poll on there as well. Just see what your guys' opinions are on this, because I saw a lot of very divided opinions. Some people were like super, super angry about this. Twitter was scary. I saw a lot of negativity about this. People are angry. Some people are very angry about this. Other people, however, are really hyped about this. So I think a lot of this depends on whether you're a Star Wars fan or not. Like, personally, I will watch Star Wars films, and I've always Star Wars is cool. It's one of those things that I'm just going to mute those for a quick little hot sec. It's one of those things that I was always like, oh, I should dedicate time to this because I feel like I would really enjoy it. The reason I never really vibed with Star Wars as much, though, is because, like, I don't know, it felt like it was a load of like guy characters and I really wanted like a girl. Like now there's Rey and stuff, but back when I was younger, didn't have that, so I never it's one of those things I should have been into, and it is kind of weird that I wasn't super into. But anyway, so I think it depends a lot on whether you like Star Wars or not. My opinions on this pack, if it was a Mass Effect pack, I would be like on Twitter like, no, shut up. This is gonna be the best thing ever. It's a Mass Effect pack. We're gonna get to go to the Citadel. We're gonna be Asari. Y'all need to just wait and experience this pack. But it's not a Mass Effect pack. It is a Star Wars pack. So yeah, I've seen people get very heated about this. I've seen people get very angry about this. Really, like, I've seen people get quite hostile to people who are excited for it. They've quite rightly raised the fact that there's a lot of other things that I think need fixing in Sims before hydrate. Thank you. Before potentially we introduce packs like this, but also people getting really angry that The Sims isn't listening to the community and all that kind of thing. Like, you know, there's a lot of stuff that you guys have been asking for recently, and then they bring out a Star Wars pack instead. I'm not going to come at this from a community point of view, or from a Star Wars fan point of view, or from a hater point of view. I'm going to come at this from my opinions. My opinions are coming from a little bit of a different point of view. I'm sorry, it feels really weird not having the music, doesn't it? But okay, never mind. Twitter people are writing. I've seen some really angry people. There's been a lot of craziness about it. Yeah, I'm gonna come at this from someone who's worked in a video game like environment. I've worked with publishers and with developers, and I'm kind of coming at it from this point of view. One, the issues that people have been talking about in Sims recently, like stuff to do with skin tones and all that won't have had any impact on this pack's development at all. These are two completely different things. This pack has probably been in development for the best part of a year, if not longer. And this is so different from community issues. There's just no point comparing the two. You can't say, why has this come out when skincares haven't come out? Because it is two completely different things. Also, one thing that you have to appreciate is people getting upset and angry about this pack and saying it's not what the community wanted. Like, how can EA do this to us? How can The Sims do this to us? I'm going to give you some really harsh advice. The Sims and EA don't care about your granular opinions on the game. They are a company, they're a capitalist company. They are there to make money. I'm not saying this is my opinions. This is literally just the way that things work. EA have probably paid Disney an absolute freaking fortune for the Star Wars rights. And so therefore, they are going to be trying to make as much of their money back as possible. That is the reason that this pack exists. That is the reason that EA are trying their best to recoup the money that they have made from that Star Wars purchase. That is the harsh reality of it. That is the way this thing works. You can get angry about it as much as you want, but literally they are trying to remake their money back from Star Wars. If you were EA and you had the rights to Star Wars, you would look at every revenue opportunity you could to make money from this. That is the reason that this pack exists. You can say it's a cash grab, and get really upset about it. And I totally appreciate that. I'm not saying that isn't a valid opinion, but it is a cash grab because they're a company who make money, who pay shareholders and pay employees. And this is, if from a shareholder's point of view, you would be like, yes, great decision. You're making me money. You're making me money on my shares that I've invested in this company. Star Wars, Sims, yes. And you can get upset about that as much as you want, but that is the reality of things. And I bet my life that when the decision came from the top, that people said to Sims, you, at Sims developers and the Sims team, you need to make a Star Wars pack. I bet so many people in that team were like, oh my gosh, we're going to get roasted by the community. They're going to be so upset about this. There's so many things that they want. This doesn't fit with the vision for what we've got for the game. And the reality is they don't get a say. They are there to make money for shareholders. That is the reason companies exist. And they don't care about you getting upset about opinions on Twitter unless it has a monetary impact on them. And I hate to say this, and I say this as somebody who is, I know I'm a game changer. I'm going to be straight out there. I am a game changer, so I will get this pack for free and I'll be able to show you guys it for free. But the amount of money I personally have sunk into The Sims over the years is astronomical. I have bought packs since Sims 1. I only became a game changer for the past couple of packs, so I have spent hundreds of pounds on the most recent Sims as well. And these are the facts. They don't care that you are upset about this pack if you've bought every single pack since then, because you've already sunk £300 into the game. And I'm not even saying this to be critical of the Sims team and of EA. This is just the way businesses work. You can't you can't be upset about that. It is just the way businesses work. You've spent £300 on that pack. They can't make that much more money out of you anymore. What they can make money out of is somebody who's never bought Sims before but likes Star Wars, and they're like, wow, this looks really freaking cool. I'm gonna buy Sims for Star Wars. And then they've already spent £60 at that point, and then they play the Star Wars pack and they're like, oh, this game's pretty good. I'm gonna buy some more packs. They don't care that you're gonna boycott this for £20 because they're gonna make £300 from somebody else. And that is the truth. This is business. And you kind of throw in getting upset, and you're totally right. You're totally fair to get upset. I'm not saying that you can't get upset. I'm just saying that it's getting really angry, at say the devs for this. They didn't make that decision. A board of people, of faceless people that look at spreadsheets and try and make the most money, that is who made this decision. So that is the first thing I wanted to get out of there. And also, the one thing I have noticed whenever I talk about a new pack, a lot of my friends who don't play The Sims know that I do play The Sims. They've never messaged me about a pack ever. They've never been like, oh, the new Cats and Dogs pack came out. I hope you really enjoy it. However, the number of people that message me about this pack who don't play The Sims, who don't pay for The Sims, but are like, oh, I want to give Sims a go now after seeing this pack. That is who this is for. It's not for you. It's not for you. This is who it is for. It is for new people to the game. And The Sims needs new people to exist. So that is my take on getting upset about this. I know that some people have said, if you don't like it, just don't buy it. And people have got upset about that. But honestly, the EA is a business. This is the good, honest truth. The cool community stuff, the voting the stuff, and them saying they're going to try and make changes to skin tones in the game, that is so different from what goes on in a shareholder. The dev's job is to listen to the community, to make you guys feel like a community. They care about you. The gurus care about you. They want to get these issues. Everything you say to them, they will go to somebody and say, can you give me budget? The skin tones thing. They will get all of the evidence together. They'll get a slideshow together, and they will go to somebody and say, can we have budget to do this? And that person will decide whether they will recoup more money from doing that, or they will recoup more money from doing something like the Star Wars pack. That is the good, honest truth. And you can get upset and you can tear each other apart about it, but EA doesn't care as long as this pack makes money. That is so that is the one thing I just initially wanted to get, I just wanted to get that off my shoulders, off my skin. I don't know what the right term is, but that getting really upset and angry about the dev team and about the gurus, or about people that are into Star Wars. Thank you for the hydrate. I need it after all that. Or people that are into Star Wars and are excited about this is the wrong thing to do. The community is the people on the ground and the things that we discuss, and the stuff that actually goes on with the game is so removed from that. And it's really harsh to say, but EA don't care about you. They're a company. They are a company. They care about their shareholders, and that is more or less it. So that is the first point I wanted to make. The second point I was kind of thinking is, you guys are not hyped, 63%. Interesting, definitely interesting. The second thing I wanted to kind of think is then my own opinions on this pack. So I always like with the new packs, I like the idea of you guys. Thank you for saying. Like some of you guys don't like what I've said, but a lot of you guys are thinking that it's facts. And it's not a personal attack against anyone. I'm not kind of coming at this from one side or the other. I'm just coming at this from the logical politician side above, being like, EA don't care. Because they don't. I'm not hating on EA for that. That is the way businesses work. That is the way businesses should work. Well, technically, I don't think a business's priority should be to its shareholders. I think it should be to the environment, the people that work for it, and the people like this. But that's a whole different story. That is the anti-capitalist Claire coming out there. But yeah, so then I was thinking, would I buy this pack? And whenever a new pack comes out, I'm always like, what can I do with a farm? Like, what can I add to my game with this? So for Eco Lifestyle, I was kind of hyped because I could then try and play this family where they were trying to be as eco as possible. And I was really excited about that, and I could start a whole new Let's Play about it, so that was really fun for me. This, I'm like, how do I fit this into my game? And like try and make it fun, like try and make it fit into my world. The only way I was thinking is that I'd have to make somebody fall asleep at night and then pretend that they were dreaming for this to fit into my very realism Sims world, unfortunately. I say that as I'm about to put some new skin details on 3 Witches, but you get what I mean. It doesn't really fit into my world, so I probably would not buy this pack if I was not going to get it through Game Changers and show you guys it. But I am still going to play it through, one, because it's a new way to play the game. I want to try it out. I think some parts of it are going to be kind of similar to Making Magic. Like, I really didn't like how Making Magic, Realm of Magic, how, you know, when you did the spell fight, you couldn't actually impact that in any way other than leveling up a spell before. I feel like lightsabers are going to do something similar, but I still want to explore the world. I still want to, like, give it a go and just play it from that point of view. But would I buy it without that? No. But am I a massive, massive Star Wars fan? No. I like the Star Wars universe. I love sci-fi, but it isn't the sci-fi that's closest to my heart. If it was, if they put the Battlestar Galactica Battlestar into Sims, I would be buying that pack. If they put the Normandy into the Sims, I would be buying that pack. So I'm kind of coming from this from a, like, would I buy this personally pack? Probably not, but I'm still think it looks really cool. I think the detail they've put into the environment is one of the best details they've ever put into any environment ever. So I think that's very cool. Like, I think you can tell that there must be some people on the dev team that are really into Star Wars because they've kind of definitely like made it their own and really like gone to town with creating this amazing world. And as somebody who went to Florida, not last year, the year before, and saw them building all this Star Wars stuff in Disney. Like, this is the thing. Star Wars is like $1 billion money generating thing. So of course EA want a slice of that. The one thing that you have to take from this is, well, there's 2 ways it can go. One, this does really well, and EA are like, okay, we only focus on pack stuff that is existing franchises from now on, which I really hope they don't. But another thing is, if this makes loads of money, they can then reinvest it into The Sims, because God knows, for the amount of money The Sims generates, why did EA not put more money into it? Seriously, why? Why? People spend more money on this game than on individual standalone games. I mean, you've got FIFA and Foot Points and like Battlefield, I guess people buy like the new season passes and that kind of stuff, but Sims makes so much money. Like, it makes so much money. Like, why do you not give it more? I don't know. But yeah, to summarize my opinions. 1, don't hate the player, hate the game. The game is capitalism. We hate it. And 2, I will be playing this pack. I'm going to try and figure out a way to do it. I might make it so that, I don't know which family to follow next. But the only way I can think of now is if we make it so that when Aspen goes to sleep, he dreams about the video games he plays and he goes to the Star Wars world. That could be a fun way we do it, and it doesn't then mess with my, like, storyline. That could be a good way we do it. Would I buy the pack without it? No. Do I think that people online are tearing each other apart and EA is just like, we don't care? Yes, I do think that is the case. And if people are hyped about this pack, you don't understand, Star Wars for some people is freaking huge. Like, they love this game. They live and breathe this game. And so they're excited about it. Like, we don't hate on them for getting excited about it. That's what I would say. Just, there is some truth to, if you don't like it, don't buy this one. Like, it's not nice to say that because you get really upset and, like, you chose, like, they chose money over representation. That's disrespectful. People feel ignored and invisible. No, what I'm saying is they didn't. These are two completely different conversations. They didn't put this pack out instead of releasing new skin tones. This pack, shareholders, new skin tones, community. Please see them as two different things because they really are. They are two completely different things. This isn't even me sticking up for EA. I think I've actually been kind of scathing to EA, but it is just the way of the world. And so that is my thoughts on Star Wars. I want to know. I'm trying to catch up with the chat now to see what you guys think. Skin tones shouldn't be a pack. It should be a free update. 100%, 100%. I've seen all the stuff going on with skin tones. Honestly, my game is so freaking modded. I have like over 100 skin tones anyway. So it's different for a PC player that relies on CC like me, because if I don't see something, I add it with mods. So like, I can't like appreciate as much if you're on console and you can't. That's frustrating as hell, and I totally appreciate that. But yeah, that stuff should be added free. We shouldn't be paying for that stuff, you know? We should not be paying for that stuff. So yeah, and the skin tones are coming in an update, yes. But yeah, there's my thoughts on it. Those are my thoughts on it. I want to do it as the dream world. I want to do it as the dream world. So yeah, that is my thoughts on things. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I think sometimes my mum says I annoy her because I'm like the politician. I don't I play devil's advocate, and I don't necessarily see things initially from a very like emotional and passionate point of view, because I'm a cynic. I am a cynic I'm quite a cynical person. So I don't look at this as like, oh, community versus EA, like fight. It's above that. It's nothing to do with that. It would be great if it was that, but the community don't have as much power as that. I'm sorry, but we don't. I wish we did, but we don't. So yeah, when it comes to stuff like this stuff is literally a shareholder's dream. And I hope that it does well, because it will bring new players to The Sims. And the more Sims that we get, the more new Simmers that we get, the more the Sims franchise grows, the more development money and time and care will be put into future Sims updates and future Sims packs, and maybe even for something like Sims 5. So we want the Sim series to do well if you want future Sims. And that's not saying you have to support this pack, but I'm just saying it would be nice if this brought new people to the pack. So yes, there we go.